October is National Bullying Prevention Month. Social conflicts and bullying, both in person and online, are major concerns that affect students and parents. And joining me live in studio is Meza. Did I say that correctly?
Marielle.
Okay. Well, you are a social emotional counselor at the Village School.
I am.
And you're going to tell us more about what parents can do to protect our children. Good morning.
Good morning.
So first of all, how would a parent recognize signs in a child that we should suspect even indicates they're being bullied?
If a child is showing signs of aggression, they are showing lack of empathy, wanting to control situations, not being inviting to others, these can be signs that either they are bullying or engaging in some sort of bullying behavior.
Okay. What should we as parents do if we do suspect that bullying is happening?
First and foremost is having an open and supportive conversation with your child, gathering all the information and submitting that information to the child's school counselor, teacher, and administrator. Continue monitoring their well-being, and also a practical way is getting involved in your child's education. So for example, if your child's school has opportunities for you to volunteer and it works out with your schedule, making yourself present in the child's daily activities can give some input as well.
And how does that help? It just like gives them confidence knowing that grown-ups are around?
Right, it gives them confidence, but also things have changed so much when we were in school to adolescents today. So just seeing how they interact with others, seeing how they are with friends and classmates, if they're pulling back and so on.
And then what would you do? You would have a conversation. If you saw something that you would say, you know, maybe, oh, like you should have speak up for yourself or something like that. Is that what you should do? You should talk to the child about it?
Right, follow up with your child, but also to see how they interact with other students. Are they being social like the other students? Are they pulling back? Are they trying to control certain situations as well?
Okay. Can you give me an example of that?
Sure. So for example, at the Village School, we have a lot of opportunities for our students to engage in outside of activities outside of the classroom. We have different dances, we have volunteer opportunities, and we do have a lot of families that come and support us. And sometimes parents don't always know how their students are interacting with others. They might see behaviors at home, but when they see them at school, maybe they aren't with friends, maybe they aren't engaging in the activities that are available. So that just provides a little bit more of a presence of a parent to be available. Also opens up that the parent is knowledgeable about what's going on in the child's life. I
think so many times now, though, bullying is taking place online, right? How would we know if it's happening online?
That is very true. It's about 15 to 30% of bullying actually occurs using digital technologies. And so this is not just social media. This can be done through text messaging, other messaging apps, video platforms. So definitely monitoring any device that your child has, and not just their own personal device, but we also see some cyberbullying using the school's learning platform. So just make sure that they're using those devices in front of you. There are lots of apps that you can download on your phone to monitor their behavior, and shutting off Wi-Fi, keeping these devices in a place where they won't access them after a certain time.
And if you find the actual evidence that it's happening, and you mentioned, you know, like talking to your school counselor or something, like what should we say to the school counselor? I mean, are we supposed to just like report names, or what will we do?
It's what's best at interest for everyone, and I can understand the hesitancy, how some parents might not want to mention names, but we carry on the investigations at our school. So I'm involved at my school administrators as well, because ultimately we want the safety for all students.
Yeah. So speaking of all students, how would bullying look different, say, from the little kids in elementary school all the way up through middle and high school?
So first of all, we want to educate our students and our children as to what bullying is, because bullying is not just teasing or picking on another person. It is repetitive and harmful hurting that is usually an imbalance in power. So for example, at the middle school and high school levels, we do see more of an imbalance in power on social media and text messaging and messaging apps, as opposed to maybe the younger kids. It's not so much bullying, but more teasing.
Teasing. Yeah, got it. All right. Marieli Meza, anything else that you'd like to say before I let you go?
Sure. I would like to say at the Village School, we do have social emotional counselors at each level. So from our little kids to all the way to our 12th graders. And so we provide social emotional curriculum, which teaches how to identify bullying, to stand up for one another. And also recently this year, we've partnered with an organization called Smart Families. And their main aim is to partner with schools and families to create healthy boundaries with the use of technology. And one of the things that we've done is we are a no cell phone policy, and also this organization encourages families to delay social media until the age of 16.
Yeah, well, I love that we are putting the importance of social and emotional development into our schools along with academics. I think that's going to really help with the mental health crisis that we're dealing with.
Yes.